Hey there, this is Tim from Twice Circled, and welcome to episode 30 of the official Big Pharma video blog. This is the last episode I am going to be releasing before the release of the expansion later today. It comes out at 5 p.m. Here in the UK, and that's 9 in the morning Pacific Standard Time for all you Americans, and anybody else, if you just type that into Google, it will tell you your own time. And in this last episode, I'm going to be hopping back into our challenge, our level that we've been playing up till now, and I'm going to try and use as much as possible of the late game tech, so some of the things under disease awareness campaigns, which are really cool because they affect the market outside of your own products, which I think is pretty sweet, and hopefully should make some interesting interactions between you and the AI and the market. But before that, I want to cover the kind of final piece of the puzzle, if you like, of the expansion, which I haven't looked at in great detail, and that's perks. So I didn't want to talk about perks in the first episode because you guys wouldn't really understand what I was talking about, because you didn't understand what all of the new systems were in the game. So I wanted to come back to those later. So if we hop into any game, we're not actually going to play this game because I do want to continue that game we're already playing later in this vlog. And you choose your character and you choose your name of your company as normal, and then you can click here to change your perks. I'm just going to right click. Now I've unlocked all of the perks so far except this last one, Overanalyzer. Now the way that you unlock the perks is you just have to do things in game, and the game will automatically track your global progress, and you don't have to save the game, you don't have to do anything like that. It's just every time you do one of these things, it will get added to your progress, and it will track it across multiple games. So, you know, it's not about achieving a particular goal like it is with the normal challenges, it's just about doing something in general. And I'll give you some of the examples. So you start off with these top four, don't worry about those. But then here you've got Genius. Oh no, it's not going to tell us. Oh, okay. So yeah, of course, because I've already unlocked it. So I'll just show you this last one I haven't unlocked yet. So to get the Overanalyzer, you have to analyze effects, simple as that basically, and we've analyzed 31 out of 30 effects now. We analyzed not more to unlock, so we've got enough of them. And so when you come back to that screen, you'll get this nice flashing indicator telling you can unlock it, and then you can click it and you can unlock it. We have access to this lovely shiny gold analyzer. I wish the analyzer actually was gold in game. It's not. Okay, it's just this lovely little icon. That would be pretty damn sweet. Okay, so the reason I want to talk about perks is I actually also want to talk a little bit more about the whole aim I had when I was designing this expansion. Now, I was pretty happy with the base game, Big Pharma. It's got some interesting, like, as a designer, let's start at the very beginning, right? Let's get back to basics. As a designer of strategy games, I really like games, and I like to make games, where multiple strategies are feasible and possible to achieve victory, okay? So you're given this victory goal, like earn 5 million revenue, and I want there to be multiple efficient ways of doing that. And I would say there was a kind of two broad axes of strategies that you could place yourself on in the original Big Pharma. You had kind of an efficiency versus a high level kind of axis. So like you could either go like not progress quite as quickly, but then have a few more researchers around who are just earning you upgrade points, and use those guys to upgrade your machines and reduce your process costs, and therefore you're making more profit on your lower level drugs. Or you could just kind of stretch yourself, go for the highest level things you could, go for those catalysts, go for those high level machines, and just go for it will cost you more to make them, but you'll be making such a high value cure product that it won't matter. So I think you could either go efficient or you could go high level. I think you also have this choice of making good drugs which didn't have side effects, and you went for the max strength concentration, which using the analyzer, which was a very long-term strategy. Or you could just kind of go for this pile 'em high, sell 'em cheap kind of strategy, where you just spent the least amount possible to make the cure, and you just would have to maybe change products a little bit more often, because eventually the word would get out that your cure is not as good as people thought it was, and then the cure rating would go down. But that was about it, and I wanted to add even more axes to his strategy, and then I'll get onto it in a moment about why perks are important for this. So I would say one of my main strategies that I really wanted to be possible, just because I think it's awesome as a general strategy, is I wanted it to be possible to go for a high volume but low level strategy, which I don't think was really possible in the original game particularly. I think for the most part you kind of had to upgrade, even with additions of like the packer and stuff like that. It still wasn't especially profitable to go for those level 1 and 2 drugs, and I really think it is possible now. And partly that is because you've got the marketing, which means that you can really, like, if you really pile on those executives, you can sell quite a lot of a product per turn and actually drive a pretty damn good revenue. You know, if you're selling for a kind of profit of kind of 80 to 100 on level 1 drug and you're selling like 6 a turn, you know, it's like 600. And obviously you've still got the packer to allow it to really pack in. I think that's very possible. I played a game recently where I never researched the multi-mixer. I will quickly show you. I was going for this one, Thicker Than Water, where you have to successfully supply 100 combat sickle cell anemia treatments. And this is in the blood family, and the blood family actually is unique because it doesn't need any catalysts to move along it, and I knew that starting off. In fact, everybody should be able to know that because it shows you the entire tree on a level like this on the cure tab. So I knew I'd never need a catalyst, and I knew I'd never need a multi-mixer, so instead I rushed up the levels to get to the chromatograph, which is the highest level machine you need for this particular cure. And that meant that because I wasn't going for catalysts, I couldn't actually, apart from in that family, which was available kind of in the, I think it was the end of the desert group of locations, I couldn't get it. I didn't get that for, you know, a good maybe hour of the game. And before that, I couldn't really get past level 2 cures because everything else in every other family needed a catalyst beyond that point. But I was able to make a load of money just going for high volume because I also went for lots of executives. I'm trying to remember what I went for. I went for, I think, Jack of all trades, which basically all your research projects come with a level 1 upgrade, which keeps those process costs down. It's also quite cool because it means when you do get the sales reps, advertising, and symptom awareness campaigns, although in the intermediate level that's not available, you automatically get that level 1 upgrade, which just speeds you up a little bit more. So it meant that as soon as I got the advertising one, for example, I could go straight in for branding instead of, well, although actually I used cross promotion more because cross promotion at the time was just working really, really well for me. I didn't have that many products, you see, because I was only stuck on level 1 and level 2 cures, but each one of those products I was selling a hell of a lot of. And I'm trying to remember the second one. I think I went for executives, and then I just hammered the marketing. It was a really interesting game, and it was really fun. I never got the multi-mixer in the whole thing. Now that's obviously a brand new strategy, and you know, I just thought I'd go over. I mean, that's what I'm really trying to add in this expansion, and I think there's all sorts of interesting stuff you can do now because I think you know, even within the whole executive system, there are different strategies. You know, do you go for a trial-focused strategy? Even within trials, do you go for a trial which is accurate, or do you try and manipulate the trials? Because those two things are within that single research project that I've added. You know, let me give you some examples. So you could go for executives to get lots of executives, and then rigorous trialer, which means that your trials have 50% greater impact on sales rating and are twice as accurate. Okay, so that overall sales rating bonus you get to your trials is 50% greater, which is big, but that also counts for negative ratings. And because your because your trials are twice as accurate, it's harder to hoodwink people, basically. So you could go for this with lots of executives, or even go for the overanalyzer, which means that you start with in fact, that's probably not worth it, actually, the analyzer, because this is mostly useful early in the game, just to kick off your things, so you don't have to, for example, you know, go over to the basic auxiliary research and then get the analyzer. You can just start analyzing stuff from the very beginning, which is pretty damn good if you're trying to sell high volumes of those low-level cures, actually, although process costs can be a problem. Anyway, so you probably don't want to go for this. You probably, because you can't get trials until later in the game anyway. So probably rigorous trialer with, I guess maybe executives. Maybe Trust Me, I'm a Doctor, given that you're planning to make good drugs that don't have too many side effects. So those two probably work quite well together. But alternatively, you could still go for trials, but go for example, briber. Now this means that disqualifying trial results does not lead to bad publicity, but costs money instead. So if you watch the last video, you know that bad publicity can result, which permanently lowers your sales bonus on your products, and therefore your sales rating. But what you could do is build an entire strategy around bribing, which means it costs $5,000 for every result that you disqualify, but you won't get bad publicity. So it doesn't matter what your drug is, you can just pay your way to get really good ones. And this maybe with research grant, which gives you an extra $50,000, just so you can maybe rush up to trials a bit quicker, or obviously you can spend that $50,000 on making the on disqualifying results, or perhaps you could go for Genius, which gives you plus 20% research speed to get to trials a little quicker. I think one of the ones I'm really, a couple of them strategies I'm really excited about is using this undercutter strategy, which means that discounting is twice as effective at generating sales. Now what I mean by this is if you offer a 5% discount, the kind of extra sales you'll get will be doubled. And so you can make do with make really bad products which are really cheap, and sell. You can sell them at a discount and partly pay for that with either, say, the jack of all trades perk, which means your process costs will be lower, or local networks, which means that all ingredients have a basic discount of 50%, which is just going to save you, $30-$40 on each ingredient when you import it. But of course, that's fine if you're making, cheap, crappy drugs, and then you can just discount them for the equivalent and just, flood the market with them. I think my other favourite combo I want to try out at the moment is going for slogan writer, which means that the sales bonus from booster effects is doubled. Very powerful, but very narrow. So you really do have to make a very booster-focused strategy to make this work. How about putting that with the mixologist, so that your multi-mixer and centrifuge process times are 1, and it means that you don't have to wait until you get the booster mixer before you can start using mixers and everything, boosters and everything. Anyway, that's just a few of my favourite ideas so far for these perks. I think what I couldn't actually play all of these different ideas for you, so I thought the best thing to do was just talk through my ideas in that regard, and hopefully your own creativity is whirring away and you're thinking of perks that you want to put together. Obviously you'll need to unlock them first. So with that done, what I'm going to do is hop into the existing game, and hopefully we'll be able to finish it today, and we'll try and get that expert rating. I think the master rating is going to elude us, but we'll do our best. Alright, see you in a sec. Okay, and we're back. So when I left off at the end of the last video, we'd just finished creating a cure for sickle cell anemia. Now, I've just been hopping over through the tabs, just kind of reminding myself where I've got to. And one of the issues is there's really low demand for this, and we actually went to the trouble of making a 1-a-day production line, which was perhaps a mistake. And this is a really interesting thing. I think you've really got to pay attention to the demands for things, because these, I keep saying it, these are hard demands. Now we've been, obviously, this has been going down for a little while. Interesting. Oh no, I'm on the wrong one. That's what I'm confused about. Right, here we go. So yeah, it's at 0.8. And, so we could almost sell 1 a day if we absolutely saturated this. But even if we've made a really good product which fully saturated this market, because basically currently the reason we're only selling 0.3 a day is that's the equivalent of people going, that's too expensive for me, right? So we need to make this product seem more attractive, either through marketing or through curating, to fully saturate this market. But even if we did that, we would still not be able to sell 1 a day. So we've got a bit of an issue there. And we're doing okay on the stroke. It's a B. Oh, look at this. I mean, it's an awful drug. But, oh gosh. So, we also kind of want to do something here. So I think first port of call is, let's see if we can do something about these two drugs, because we're not selling as much of them as we'd like. We also need to do something about this combats liver disease, because we've been selling that for quite a while and it started off great, but unfortunately we've really run this demand down. So it's fully saturated, even though ours is a sales rating of S. So we need to do something about that too. But let me see. We are selling 1 a day, and there is a demand for 1.5 a day. So we should be able to do that. I have an idea for that. So, we're the only people making this one, so we don't need to worry about other people's sales rating. We just need to get ours to at least A, basically. Around A rating, as long as you've got no competitors, should mean you can saturate the market. Up until now, we've been doing good stuff with cross-promotion. However, I think it might be time to move away from the cross-promotion, and this is a tricky thing, is it's going to reduce our sales ratings of everything else. I mean, let's just check it. We just take this out, and we put that in this one. Oh, that will give us a sales rating of 8. Okay, that's pretty good, actually. We probably don't need to do anything else here. We still have a bit of an issue with our stroke, because it's such a bad drug. Social media is good based on like high demand. I want to show you that, and maybe I'll do that later in this vlog. We'll make a kind of, we'll find one of the ingredients that we haven't used yet. We'll make maybe something with a packer, show making a high production, and then we can use social media to like get people talking about it and push the sales up. This one's going okay. I don't know. It's just. I mean, this has got a ridiculously high rating. Oh, because it's fast acting. Let's take the cross promotion out of that too. Let's put something else into this one. Tricky to know. We've got 2 blood ones now, so we could actually go for portfolio presentations. That would give us a 5% bonus on this, but also a 5% bonus on this. We could sacrifice 1 more to put into here, and then that would give another 5% bonus on both. It's only as good as adding a sales rep, so it's not that good, to be honest, at this point. Without adding some more blood-based cures. But soon we're going to have some other options. In fact, let me just unpause the game. Because, and we'll see if that's enough what we've just done. In 19 days, 15 days, we're going to unlock disease awareness campaigns. Now, disease awareness campaigns allow us to fundamentally influence the pharmaceutical marketplace. With these campaigns, we can increase the raw demand for cures, reduce the sales of competing products, and force people to continue to take our drugs even after they're cured. Suppress the press, maybe not. In fact, let me upgrade this twice with our spare upgrade points. What do we want to upgrade next? How's our money? We're doing okay for money. Oh, let's get the drug packer in case we end up using that. Ultraviolet curer. We haven't gone for these yet. Now, we've only got 17 months remaining, so we can't actually really go for anything. Yeah, there's no point going for advanced delivery at this point. We probably just want to earn... We're just going for revenue, right? The interesting thing about revenue is actually reducing your costs doesn't help. Regulatory connections would help, but then that's 12 months away. Difficult to know what to use this stuff for actually at this point. Suppress the press would be fun. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just gonna leave it, and we'll just use the upgrade points to maximize our profits, and therefore hopefully we can make as many production lines as we can. Right, what this now we could do for this combats liver disease, I've got a plan. Let's take out a couple more of these cross promotion guys. And then for this combats liver disease, let's use corporate slander. Now this decreases the sales rating of competing products, but can lead to bad publicity. Well, oh well, hopefully we won't, we've only got 17 months left, fingers crossed we won't get any bad publicity in the remaining time. So now what this will do is if we go to this person, Penny's thing is she's actually using executives. She's got trust me I'm a doctor because she's making good things without side effects. What are we doing? Oh yeah, we are too. And she's got portfolio presentations in both of these, I think. Sharing that bonus. And interestingly, getting it on the gout as well. Very nicely done. But my corporate slander has given her minus 20% on both of these products. Which means if we come back here and look at the sales... What the hell? Her sales have got to start going down. This is insane. We have an A+ rating. And she has C+ and C.
New world event.
Come on. I'm expecting these to drop. Okay, yeah, we're up to 0.9. Very good, very good. That's better. Just takes a little bit of time to kick in, obviously. And oh, bear in mind that we actually took out... No, we still got the cross promotion in there. No, that's fine. There we go, we're at 1. Yes, there we go. So hopefully we might even sell a little bit over 1 and we might be able to start knocking this down. Fingers crossed. So there's the bad publicity. Quite powerful if you're competing with multiple products. Let's just see if there's anything else that we're competing with a lot of people. We might want to use that. We could on our eases migraine, but you know what, we're making so little of this one that it doesn't really matter. And yeah, I think our stock's kind of... we're going to have to reduce the price of this a little bit more. And this is starting to climb up with our cross promotion. Now, sickle cell anemia. The issue with sickle cell anemia is that it does get cured over time. Oh no, not at the moment, that's good. What about the stroke though? The stroke. Now, people have been curing hypertension sufferers over many, many years, and this actually drives down the amount of stroke victims, and we're also... somebody is producing a pretty good drug as well, and it's actually curing the stroke victims themselves, so this is really getting driven hard down. What we could do is we could prevent half of those. We could prevent the ones being cured using preventative aftercare. Unfortunately, this will also help Penny, which I don't really want to do. We could also do symptom awareness campaigns, which will make people think they're suffering from stroke when they're probably not. And probably some people... oh no, some people probably will actually be suffering from stroke, and it'll help them find our medicine. That's the nice way of looking at it. Bad publicity here. Oh my god, that was really unlucky. A journalist has uncovered that you've been spreading vicious corporate slander about this product's competitors. They've published a story of the following effect. That's quite unlucky, to be honest. That's disappointing. 15 months remaining. Alright, I think we've got a... we might have to cut our losses on this stroke one. Why are we only making 4 a turn anyway? That's weird. Oh, is the stroke the one that we put in the stock gates? It is. Oh, good job. Sorry, I've got a bad memory, obviously. Okay, well that's fine. Well, yeah, well, not much we can do about this. We'll just sell as much of this as we can, and yeah, that's just a very difficult market. I don't want to waste my executives propping this market up when Penny's going to make money from it. So I think we need to look at the next thing. And I think I'd quite like to do something with social media. I don't know if this is the best way to reach the expert goal. I mean, God, we're nowhere near. We probably should just go for something really high level. I just haven't had a very good game. We've got this one. So we could go to anesthetic. We are currently researching the UV curer. It's going to be done in 14 days. But I would kind of rather do some fun stuff with high volume. But you know what? We've been hammering the demand of all of these things. None of these are particularly good. It might be the events that are happening too. A recent news story described the dramatic consequence of someone breaking their meditative trance during open heart surgery. In response, there's been a startling reuptake of anaesthetics. So that's going to start going up. It's not a huge boost, but that is what we were thinking of making anyway. So that's probably the best thing to make right now. Disappointingly enough. Go on, let's just make a load of, I don't know, soothes cold symptoms, painkillers. We're already making painkillers. Alright, should we see how much money we can make from painkillers? We're making 29. How are we making so little? Oh, we got 2 types. Oh, it's awful. It must be the ingredient price for them. This must be quite high. Yeah. Gosh, 71. Because look at this demand. We're using a lot of that as well in the migraine. God, it's complicated, isn't it? You know, they're so interconnecting. You know, we're taking some out for migraine. We've got 2 painkillers. We're not currently making anesthetic, but we are making anti-seizure, aren't we? Yeah. And we're about to start making an anesthetic, so yeah, that's not going to work either. What about some of these ones? We can make a load of warp medication. Oh, Penny, you bitch. They're making everything. Okay, this is the wrong time of the game, I think, to be trying to do social media. We're a bit too late in the game. We're looking for a quick win. But it is really powerful. But it's just not right for this situation. I mean, I could go for like anti-malarials. and just make loads of anti-malarials and use social media to promote it. That's kind of hilarious. How much money could we make if we went for anti-malarials? How much does that make me at? 134. Better than these, to be honest. Jeez. God, we're going to have to put a stock limit on this. It's rubbish. Oh, I just don't know how to... you know what? I might just go for gifts. Just get an extra 20. And then... That's not making much money either. Gosh. It's tough. Shouldn't have fired all those explorers, and I would be able to reduce my ingredient costs a lot more. The ingredient costs are really squeezing my profits, actually. Anyway, I need to do something. What did I say last? I can't remember. Oh yeah, anti-malarials. Okay, should we do something silly with anti-malarials? Yes. Okay. I think this is where we make anti-malarials. Yeah. So it's not too bad. I just made this really, really long and crappy. But I think we can make it here. Going to be a little expensive. Let's spend some of this research, actually. It's reduce our costs a little bit. Let's get those. Don't need shakers. Let's get the moldy mixer one. How many of these have we got? 15 and 3. Let's get this one. We still have 26 of those and 15 of those. That's obviously going to be good. Pills. Let's get creamer, actually, because most of our drugs are kind of creams and suffering. 4 of these, 4 of those. Oh, you know, I've got a lot of chromatographs, but... actually, no, only 6, apparently. Okay. So. I haven't done anything yet, have I? This is going to be quite a long vlog because of obviously the bit at the beginning when we talked about perks, but I don't care because this is a special one on release day. Alright then. So, we need to go for soothe cold symptoms. And then we're going to get... this one? I can't remember. Nope. Oh yeah, it's the non-drowsy one. Have we got the best? Okay. 11. So we definitely want to keep this as the base. We'll get an inflamed skin, but that's not the end of the world. Now we do need to be careful to make this the same product, otherwise we won't get the social media bonus. I'm just guessing. I don't know. This is probably a really crap way of doing it. Probably more like this, actually. Probably better. So this could go here and here. This one goes here and here. And we're going to cross over one away just to make sure there's no issues.
Research complete.
And the base is going to be... yeah, that's the correct base. And this is probably our UV Cura, no drug packer, that's fine. Okay, so, it's got, so now we need to... oh gosh, we need to actually... yeah, I forgot about this. We actually have to go... that's fine. We need to go down one, and then up one.
Research complete.
That'll be our UV Cura. Actually, at this point, I actually think the best thing to do is to go for the money and fire about that many people, and then the rest can get us upgrade points, just to maximise. Now we need to go for this one, which is... ooh, that's not too bad. Oh, that's not so good. It's almost a really nice shape. Tricky. Oh, that's probably better, right? Yeah, that's a little better, is it? I don't know. Okay.
A competitor has released a new product.
Okay, and then we just need to go... right, let me just check it's the exact same concentration as this one. So we want to go, yeah. Down, oops, down by 1, 2, 3, 4. a dissolver there. What have you done? Hyperthyroidism. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, and then creamer. I'm not sure if that's the most compact. We could have gone to this one. Whatever. I thought I'd leave this just in case we needed to use it. Oh no. That is so unlucky. Ah, damn it. Honestly, like, okay, I know the chances involved in this, and there is a decent chance that we wouldn't have had any bad publicity for the remainder of the game. I'm very surprised we've had 2. Okay, now the interesting thing about the bad publicity thing is obviously we're getting -20 on those other people, so yes, we've got -25 ourselves, but it still may be worth it. We're still selling 1 a day, you know, because theirs is, you know, well, it was in the tank. It's got up. Well, this one now is down to, this one's down at -10. And because we ran that ridiculously good trial, we're actually still at A. And it was all to kind of, interestingly enough, the reduction in our own sales rating hasn't actually hurt us too much. Not as much as the gain in dropping theirs has. So that's good. Okay, I'm gonna leave it on. And here's the interesting thing about bad publicity. It seems like it might be a bad deal sometimes, but there's always the chance that you get away with it and no one finds out. Obviously, that's a win. And the other side of it is that you always have the option of walking away. So if a product goes bad because it hits a load of bad publicity, you can always just start making something else. And so overall, I think there is opportunities to be made. You know, in the period until it starts becoming a loss. You can make extra money, and then once it doesn't start returning less than it would have anyway without the extra marketing from the bad publicity actions, then you can just switch it and make something else, you know, because you can, you know, delete a load of production lines, move some stuff around. It's a little bit of a cost, but you can normally rework stuff, can't you? Right, cool. That's our anti-malarial. Good, decent profit. We could probably be charging a lot more than this. I don't know why we're not charging that much. And now we're going to really turn it on. Treats angina. Hyperthyroidism. We're not even making this anymore. We're wasting a cross-promotion in it. We're not even making it anymore. It's stupid. Is that... No, that wasn't because someone has a patent. No, I don't know why. We must have just turned it off. And then anti-malarial, social media. Now this is currently only giving us plus 21%, but that's because we're only selling just over 1. It gives you 20% per 1 you're selling, but it does take 2 guys. But we're not going to stop there. We're going to make another one. We can't use this one, unfortunately. We need 1 extra socket, and it's not even, you can't even do a useful transfer in this case. If we had a lot of processing to do just between 1 and the second socket, that would be useful, but not on this circumstance. So we're going to have to go for this one. How much time have we got left? 14 months. Let's get a big loan with a very long term. Let's go for 4 years. Oh, that's going to cost us 500. 36%. Maybe go for the 3-year one. Because we just want to make as much money as possible. Might be able to do this on this side of the thing. So we could send 1 to here, 1 to there, and then the other one can cross over there. Yeah, that works absolutely fine. Yeah, that's a nice way of doing it. That's about as good as it gets, I think. We'll go for cold symptoms. You know what, let's make sure we've got... it's a little bit upgraded. Oh, it's all about revenue, isn't it, this level? It doesn't really matter about operating profit, so... this one. And the base, we want this one to be the base. It will be because it's the one that goes in at the orange screwdriver. One of the players of this game actually kind of said that in a someone was complaining about not knowing which the base is. It's a fair complaint. It's kind of annoying. It's hard to find out. Oh, I've got one with this wrong. Okay. Well done, Tim. Huh? Okay, that crossroad has not set up properly. Okay, there we go. Oh, you're kidding me. I don't care. If you get too much bad publicity, your product will actually be banned though, so yeah, careful with that. But there is a, a perk that stops your product being banned and limits like the kind of maximum amount of bad publicity you can get. What the hell? Why isn't this working properly? Why is that not splitting? It looks like it should work. Alright, I should just probably keep going because I'm probably making it mess up because I'm not having faith. We need to go down one, up one. Okay.
A competitor has released a new product.
Yeah, I think when this stops flowing, it can sometimes send it the wrong way, so you just have to kind of make sure it's all open. What are you doing? Antibiotic. Alright, fine. We're not making this anyway. Oh, there we go. Got there eventually. Ooh, this is not an easy place to fit this particular combination in, actually. That's really rubbish. Okay, we're gonna have to come all the way over here. How good's my memory, guys? That's a serious question, I don't know. Hey! Good enough. Good enough. Okay. You know what? Might be worth upgrading maybe this one again. And probably this one, because this is actually going to increase, you know, the rating of our product, which is actually worth more money. So that's worth doing. Regulatory connections would have been really good, but it's too late for that now, isn't it? Yeah. Okay, let's just keep going. We're going to make another one. Oh my god, I spent nearly all that money. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear. Alright, let's just make sure we're making as much money as possible. We do need money. Okay, combats liver disease. Okay, let's put a stock limit on that. So we're going to stop making that and we're just going to sell it. In fact, we could even just stop making it. Oh, it's not much point though. We've already spent all that money on extra land. Next time we've got all this wasted land. It's really, really inefficient use. Yeah, I have played pretty badly in this game. And I think this one. Look at all this wastefulness. Is there any ingredient I could just import here for a quick profit? What are we doing? We're going agglomerator, evaporator, ionizer, agglomerator. I think that was making our hypothyroidism. Is there something like level 2 we can make? Removes warts. Female contraceptive. It's going to be difficult to get into that market. Expensive as well. I think I'm just going to go for some level 1 thing. Just, here. Let's make some gout medication. I need a spare dissolver. It's annoying I'm actually having to spend money on this. Let's just sell all this stuff, because actually we do need a bit of money. Sell a bit more of that. We've got all these spare pill makers. Gosh. Alright, well let's sell them because we need them to make our... oh no, we need that one. Okay, let's stop buying new stuff.
Invalid position.
And so we definitely need ionizers. We don't need evaporators. We just need one agglomerator. Yeah, okay. Is there anything else we're not using? Does not look like it. We've got 3 evaporators and an extra agglomerator sitting here, but never mind. Okay, We might start making some money at some
You
point.
have
Whoa, whoa, whoa,
released
whoa, whoa,
a
whoa,
new
whoa, whoa, whoa.
product.
Why are we not selling our anti-malarial? Oh no, we charge too much. Whoops. And the problem is, the social media doesn't work unless you're selling something. So what we need to do, is start. Oh god, I'm such an idiot. We need to start it off cheap, right? Make sure we're selling loads and loads, and then we can whack the price up. Because social media, look at this rating, gonna +9. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, that's weird. Oh, there we go. It just took a little bit of time to update. So we're selling 3.9. It's going down really quick. We get a really, really good rating. We can probably start to put the price up a little bit now. But ideally... Okay, let's see if we can finish this production line. Because we don't want to run out of stock. And therefore lose our nice social media bonus. Okay, how's it go? So you put that one into... Oh... We didn't swap the bases, did we? So we put the kind of yellowy one in the left-hand ones. So we go like that, and let's just do it like we did it before. Okay, and then we need to do that. We need to toggle these bases because I put them the other way round. And then we need to go for ionizer. Oh. Agglomerator. 2 of these. Can we fit? We could probably fit it all in if we can get this to look nice. Something like that. Ooh, this is tight. Very, very tight. I don't know if I can do it. Oh no, that's not gonna fit. No! No! Yes! That fits! Yes! Yes! Oh no! Damn! No, we haven't used our second... Okay, we're gonna have to be a little bit wasteful here. Now, this doesn't reduce the actual process cost, it just means we have an extra ionizer which costs us a bit more money. It's not as bad as it looks. Common misconception. Okay, let's just make sure that we haven't run out of stock. We've run out of stock. That's okay, we still got a really good bonus, and oh god, we're selling, at the peak we were selling 6 a day. We mustn't stall. You've got to be very careful not to stall this. So this will start to fall, and as will our rating. We just need to make sure that we stay at 0 stock basically. But you see with social media, it's very easy to shift a large amount of stock, because what you can do is just kind of lower your price, get it going, and then it becomes self kind of fulfilling. We're not making this anymore, so I'm not going to bother. Wait, are we making it? Wait, where is our liver one again? Okay, let's just make sure this is definitely working. Good. Yeah. Can we adjust this? We're currently going ionizer, dissolver, loads of agglomerators. Damn, we could have used those agglomerators. Nah, let's just stop it. Could we fit in? I think we might be able to fit in a... You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take the stock limit off. so that we can clear out this production line. There's no point wasting it, right?
A competitor has released a new product.
And then we're going to see if we can make one more malarial, making tons of money. Anti-malarial, selling 4 a day, daily production only 3. I think it's still just going down, isn't it? Okay, because I've only got it on speed 1. Okay, now our production should go up to more like 4. I don't know why that's 2.9. And we can keep charging more, and it's important to charge lots because this is about revenue. Oh, it's going to be real tight. More bad publicity. Oh dear. Oh, that's not so good. That's a bit of a money earner for us though. We've got to be careful. Let's make sure. Okay, let's look at all our stocks. That we don't care about. Treats angina is now doing badly. Is our anti-siege... How good... How important is anti-siege? Anti-siege is quite important. Selling 1.5. That's good profit. I'm not sure I want to take the cross-promotion guy out of that. I think the angina, we might just have to sell at a bit of a discount maybe. Okay. And we need to maximize this anti-malarial cost. So here's the funny thing. Yeah, there's a massive demand for anti-malarials, and yeah, it's got quite a low base price, but what you can do is just extort people in the third world essentially, and or less developed countries, I should say, and yeah, just charge them lots anyway. Obviously this is quite price sensitive, and the only reason we're able to charge such a premium, in fact we're charging too much now, it's starting to go up, is because we've got such a highly rated, well in fact a highly marketed drug via the social media. This will slowly, okay, as long as that stock doesn't start to increase, we're okay. Good. That is making a huge, that's just our profit. The revenue we're making on this is 4 times this. It's almost 2,000 a day. So we are, racing towards this 6 million. Okay, as long as it's not anti-malarials. Okay, let's make another anti-malarial. We're going to have to drop that, oh, we should keep this, shouldn't we? See, this is the thing, there's the recycling expert perk, which I didn't talk about, which means you get 100% of the money back when you sell stuff. And yeah, it's one of these ones which essentially isn't useful. You can just work around it, but how nice would it be? It's so convenient just to be able to delete everything when you don't need it. We'll go, oh, I'm using the wrong one, aren't I? Let's go for up here, cold symptoms. And then we'll go for... This is going to be a really long video, but I don't care. Oh, this is tight, isn't it? That's horrible. Very, very difficult. So, bit weird. We're gonna go... then we need ionizer agglomerator. Oh no, that's not going to work. That's stupid. Okay, this is never fitting, is it? I've been an idiot. This is never fitting in a million years. But you know what? We can use this... Huh. And that's weird. Oh, there we go. Okay, so it looks like there's something coming out there, but there's actually not. There we go. Anyway, that's a very minor bug. And then we need to go through 2 of these things, but I'm not sure. Yeah, we can probably fit these in. And then what we're going to do is we're going to go connect sockets. This one over to this one. Our starting socket, we're finally going to use it. Oh, weird, we got a little double. Ah, that's weird. Okay, yeah, I'll make a little note of that. I'm not sure what series of actions led to that. That will definitely disappear if I reloaded the game though. And let's move this over here. Oops. Okay, and then we're going to go for 2 of these. Can we fit them in? Not really. No, I don't think we can. Never mind. It looked like we could, didn't it? Alright. And now we have all this space. Amazing. So, what's my favourites? Probably, I don't know. I think it's this one. It's my favourite kind of way of doing cryogenic condensers. And then it's ionizer, dissolver, creamer.
Invalid position.
And I don't know why I am doing it so compact. I guess it's all good practice. Is there any... Oh, we got loads of research points. Is there anything we can do with these? I don't know. I don't know. It's all a bit late now. I guess we do a bit more on the creamer. Anything just to increase stuff. Increase the sales. Alright. It's almost over now. It's over here. Anti-malarial. Please make sure we're still selling everything. We are. Let's just award this. Is there anything else we get to be selling more of? Oh, gout medication's doing rubbish. Let's put a stock limit on it. Got no executives left. If a while ago we'd started doing, like, I don't know, symptom awareness campaigns or something. I hope we're not curing this. Oh, you know what? Gosh. You know, screw that. Screw that. Anti-malarial. Preventative aftercare. Prevents this product from permanently curing patients. And if you like, in the lore of this, in the what we're imagining is happening here, is some spurious thing about you've got to keep taking, or maybe, you know, maybe it's true, you know, well, I don't know. You've got to keep taking the anti-malarial to keep it away. And so actually when you normally would cure someone, they're not cured. You see here, we're actually curing a lot more than are being infected with it. So this is going to keep going down, this demand, which isn't good for my sales. So, you know, I'm using preventative aftercare, which sounds like a good thing, but it's not. Again, the more you sell, the more your rating goes up. So the more... Okay, now we got to drop it again, because the stock's starting to climb. As long as it doesn't get above 10. Ooh. Alright, well that was fun while it lasted. We can continue to spread vicious rumours even though this is banned. Oh, that's weird, it's not actually saying it's banned yet. It will in a moment. Oh, maybe not. That's weird. Oh, there we go, needed an update. Oh, there's a little mini thing, alright. Anyway, so let's just get all of these guys off the here, and we'll... What should we put it into? I'm tempted to actually use GIFs. Oh, it's so dodgy, but we've got what? How much time left? So little time. 5 months remaining. So yeah, we're going to go with GIFs just to maximise this one. Hope it doesn't get... Our product doesn't get banned. Social media. Sickle cell anemia we've got on GIFs. We have anti-siege actually doing quite well. Comet's liver disease. Take off the corporate slander. There's no point at this point. And gout's rubbish. Go for gifts. Sales reps. Actually, we'll put the sales reps into our anti-malaria. So we just absolutely maximize this. So this is now making us, 900, but it's, we're selling at 500 each. And we're selling kind of 5 a day. So that's 2,500. It's, to be honest, you guys do the maths. 4 months left, 5,000. I don't know.
A competitor has released a new product.
I wish I'd got suppress the press now, because I'm using a lot of these bad, naughty things, and I would.
Loan repaid.
It's all falling apart in the last moments. No, no! What the hell? Oh dear. I might have to have a little look at that, because that does seem a little bit too frequent. If I'm honest. I mean, I have, oh god, and another one. Product banned. Oh dear. Okay, you know what? I'm not going to give gifts this thing. Let's go for that. And I'm not going to do gifts. Instead of sales reps, let's go cross promotion. Oh, we've already got cross promotion. Okay, sales reps. Again, the banning doesn't update if you're on the company tab. 1 month remaining. I don't think we're gonna do it. Damn.
A competitor has released a new product.
No, damn it!
Loan available.
Oh, I had a good job, guys. I had a good go at it, didn't I? And I think our little malaria social media play was quite cool. Gosh, I got really hammered by the press at the very end of that, which didn't help. In hindsight, I'm not sure what that is. I think that's just me kind of being extra sensitive. I don't think that is a bug, because I did I tweaked those values relatively recently, and I did loads of testing. So I think that is, this is the risk. If you don't have suppress the press, if you're using I think the thing is, we were using gifts on about 4 different products. We're using bad publicity, corporate slander on 2. No, I can't remember. Yeah, no, just on 1 actually. But we're using gifts on a lot of products. And if you're doing that many at a time, yeah, it's quite lucky that every couple of months you might get a bad press story on one of them. And obviously I pushed it a little bit more. I mean, to put it into perspective, actually, we were also using gifts on our stroke for the vast majority of that last year, and we only got 1 little -5. So no, I think that's the way it should be. But you can see here that they're good for a little in a crunch moment. You can use that bad publicity, but if you want to use it properly, in fact, look at this, all these research points. It doesn't matter, because look, it's not about this was about revenue, not about profit. But yeah, I should have got suppress the press maybe, because it is only 6 months, and that would have really helped. But yes, a very fun game, and I hope you enjoyed watching it. And this has been a long vlog, but I think you'll agree it was worth the wait to see that conclusion. Quite a nail-biting finish, and I thought, yeah, quite fun using social media to sell anti-malarials, and then using preventative aftercare to stop it curing anybody. And just to prove that that does work, look at this. It was going down, and then it just evens out. In fact, starts going up again, because people are still being infected. New people are being infected, and all of the people who we're selling it to are continuing to take it for the rest of their lives to keep it away. Let's leave the game and get our little reward. Oh, okay, I obviously left that game already last time, so we've already got our reward. But yes, I hope you like the look of this expansion. I hope you can see that I've really tried to add so many different new strategies in there, and I think you could have a lot of fun replaying a lot of these levels. In fact, something else I wanted to mention is I've put in the options reset progress button. Now this will reset the completion state of all challenges, perks, and delete your save games. Are you sure you want to reset progress? No. Let's make sure that definitely didn't delete anything. So if you want to, when you get the expansion, you could reset your progress and then, you know, replay a load of the levels. You don't have to, as long as if you're happy just to be replaying levels you've already done, you know, do that. And you know, I recommend keeping a copy of your saves just in case. But you know, I think replaying the levels but with the expansion is going to put a really new spin on it. I really do. And yes, I hope you agree, and I hope if you do choose to pick it up that you enjoy it a lot, and I'd love to hear what you think. Do tweet at me, or you know, post on the Steam forums if you like. You can still use the official game forums but on puzzletech.co.uk, although I've got to admit less people seem to be going there, so you know, if you're playing on Steam, I'd probably just use the Steam discussion forums to get the most input on what you're saying. And yeah, I hope you enjoy it. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you later. Bye bye.